So before you contact a manufacturer, I want you to know that anything that happens throughout this process is because of you and not them.
Stop messing up all those bulk orders. Stop losing all this money going back and forth over samples.
Just go buy the product that you like and send it to the manufacturer and allow them to sample from that product. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of WRLDINVSN.
And I'm Marlon Wise, co-owner and CEO of WRLDINVSN.
Hey, and in this video, we are going to be talking about how to make sure that you have the best product, the best samples, the best bulk order whenever it comes to working with 100% cut and sew manufacturer. All right, so no screen printers, no heat pressing, no none of that. This is working with a manufacturer, and how do you verify is the perfect manufacturer and they're going to deliver the perfect product.
So after watching this video, that means you're going to stop messing up all those bulk orders. Stop losing all this money going back and forth over samples. We're going to solve all of those problems inside of this video. Don't forget, we're giving everybody 3 free days inside the AYV University. All right, all you got to do is click the link inside of the description to get access to those 3 days. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, run us up, baby.
First thing I say is, like, before you go out and contact a manufacturer, like, be the person that's like in charge of your business. Like, a lot of times we become entrepreneurs and we want to work with different businesses, but we don't realize that we are the people that is managing, the partnerships and the people that we work with. So before you contact a manufacturer, I want you to know that anything that happens throughout this process is because of you and not them. So it's going to be a mindset shift before you contact a manufacturer. And I want you to understand, and I want you to know everything that you're trying to get done, the location of the manufacturer you're trying to work with, because it's different from working with a China manufacturer, a Pakistan manufacturer, even Italy, and all these different types of other places. All of them going to have a different quality of product. Right?
And kind of getting on the quality, like when you going and getting that, that first run, what we always recommend is like go out and source the stuff that you want. Like source the quality like the type of cotton that you may want. Source the type of cut that you may want. And then you may send it looking all marked up. You may have X's over here, marks over here, like explaining to your manufacturer like exactly what you're looking for. Because sometimes it's just that you haven't worked with them before. You may not be familiar with tech packs. So what we seen work best is like literally getting the product that we want from small to extra large and sending that product to our manufacturer and getting them to duplicate it, but maybe adding the small details that you want inside of your product, whether that was making something a little longer. Remember, that was adding a tag here, adding a patch here, changing the color here. And that's going to be able to speed that sampling process up for you instead of you keep going back and forth saying that this isn't the quality that I want.
Correct. So I like what you said, because one of the biggest hacks that we, used to do and still do to this day is just go buy the product that you like and send it to the manufacturer and allow them to sample from that product. Like, let them go to the market, find the fabrics, let them go to the market and find the buttons and the zippers and find the different things that they need to build the product just like the one that you sent them.
And I was really just going to ask, like, because, I mean, guys, like, the guy's a wizard over there. But so, like, what's some of the things, because I typically don't communicate with the manufacturer, but, like, what's some of those, communication issues that you tend to sometimes run into when trying to convey what we want on different product, but they just not understanding, they're just not getting it right?
I feel like just using words is not going to get the job done. Like, you got to show visuals. You got to show images. You got to draw circles. You got to draw arrows. Like, a lot of times we have the worst communication and the biggest communication issues whenever we just communicating with words, because they don't understand. Like, I'm from New Orleans. How the way I talk is different from somebody that's from New York or Cali, or, we use different words. And sometimes whenever I am talking to the manufacturer, it's like they do be, aggravating me sometimes because they don't understand, and then I just talk like I'm talking to one of my friends. But I will say a lot of communication issues I avoided was by just having images, like images, circles, like drawings. Like, you don't understand, bro. Like, if he asks me a question on like how I want the woven label on the shorts, I pretty much, pull up an image of shorts, draw the woven label on there, and draw it exactly how I would want him to do it, and that's how we get everything that we want done. And once we get the perfect product, we have names of the product. I recommend having SKUs as well.
Yep.
And then we just resubmit back. All right, this the product, this the SKU, this the order number, and it's just a reorder.
It's a perfect silhouette, sort of.
Yeah, it's just a reorder. So like once you nail down one product and you start making reorders, your job is gonna be,
I guess,
super easy.
We didn't got to the smooth part, but like, what would be like some red flags, with a manufacturer? Like, oh wait,
Nah, I got you. The biggest red flag is like slow communication. So like if it take them 24 hours to respond to you, and I know 24 hours is just a day, but if it take them 24 hours to respond to you, that's definitely not the perfect manufacturer. Because the way that these manufacturers be fighting for clients, and the way that these manufacturers be hunting for clients and comment on your Instagram and DM you and doing all this, they be on them phones all day. Even if it be 3 a.m. they time, they working. So like if it take them time, like, and I'm talking about if it's taking them more than 8 hours to respond to you, it's like they not really attentive, and they not really somebody who you can trust, because they just too slow. Like my manufacturer, we texting right now, you know what I mean, like it, and he trying to figure out what we need, what's next, different things like that. And I would say that comes over time as well, because we didn't spend money with him, so he trusts us just as much as we trust him, and that's how we was able to build this relationship. But still, even like my newest manufacturers, bro, like they ain't even charging me for samples. They not even like asking me to do anything but just like check out the product that they got to offer and place an order with them, period. I just had an issue with a manufacturer recently. Well, we was making shorts, and
shorts or jorts?
Shorts,
Gotcha.
not the jeans.
Not yet, y'all. I know
Like
y'all want them.
just mesh shorts. And I basically sent them the design. They sublimated the shorts very, very easy. But then like the woven tags, I need them to look the same across the board, because even though it's different manufacturers, the client can't realize and the customer can't realize that like, oh, this tag is different than this tag.
That's big.
And now they gonna understand that it's from 2 different manufacturers.
Yep, that's big.
So what comes into place with getting the right sizing and labeling and the correct, woven designs, what comes into place is like measurements. So send him all of the measurements, bro. Like I literally have a folder for my woven labels for every manufacturer that we work with. I send them that same thing, and they should get it right every time. Shouldn't be no problem. But like when he responded and sent me the woven label that was done, I could tell they didn't pay attention to details, because like all of our tag got the WI, which is our logo, and they say WRLDINVSN under it, and then they got the website under that. He didn't even have the website under that. So I could tell that he wasn't paying attention to the details. And then I could tell that just the sizing was wrong just across the board. And like he knew that, and that's what they're gonna try to do to you too. They're gonna try to speed through the process and hope you don't really realize any problems that's, with the samples that they're trying to create. But if you don't pay your attention to them details, they gonna do, like, they are not the most detailist people, especially when you're working with Pakistan. They are not the most crafted people. Like, you gotta point them in the right direction. So, we had that issue. I was responding. I made sure that I resubmitted like the woven labels. And it's crazy because he resent the woven labels the next day, and it was perfect. And he understood that he made a mistake. I understood that he made a mistake, and that was what I was saying at the beginning of the video. Like, I'm leading him to success as well. Like, because I can't just expect that everything gonna be 100% right. I'm understanding that there's going to be things that's gonna happen that we need to adjust and get right. But if I would have never been in that mind frame of like, at the end of the day, he relying on me just as much as I'm relying on him to guide him, to get the right product. I could have easily just, scratched it and said, you know what, I'm going to go work with somebody else. Or I could have just took the whack product that he was going to send me if I would have never said anything. But I led him to success, and now, there's a lot of potential with working with this new manufacturer, and he also have the sample on the way.
So what I want to also help you guys with is really truly avoid all of these pitfalls that you can potentially run into when getting your, continuous bulk order or your first bulk order. And what we want to do is we want to give you our ultimate manufacturing list for totally free. All right. That link will also be inside of the description. So if you are in need or looking for a manufacturer or looking to source, new product and actually work with reputable people, go ahead on inside of the description right now. It's going to be the ultimate manufacturing list. This is going to be the last manufacturing list that you need. All right, go ahead on, grab it right now. Stop this video, pause it, get that list, and start sourcing product from trusted people that we've been working with, over these past few years. And we want to give you all that as a gift. But ultimately, like, once again, I really like what else you got to like eliminate them, losing thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
Like,
because I went on and answered a lot of questions, like we're just going through the sampling phase. But dog, it's gonna be just staying consistent with that one manufacturer and just using them just for that one item. Like, I think that is important to focus in on. Yo, this is just that one item that I'm gonna work with this manufacturer with. That's what we gonna rock with, and it's the main thing that we gonna work with him with. Like the manufacturer I just was explaining to y'all, I'm only gonna do shorts with him, mesh shorts at that, and I'm gonna just use somebody for something different because I don't think that is smart. I don't think that it's smart for us to have them doing every product in the book, because that's when we could have a lot of issues and problems.
And I got something, Nick. Like, I guess my question would be, what's some of those things? Because I see it from the payment side of how we structure deals with the manufacturers on like how we paying them, whether that's, paying sometimes it's 20% up front and then the rest on the end. Sometimes the manufacturer send us everything and then we able to pay them back 30 days. But like, what's some traditional stuff that you see inside the market, or what should they be at least asking for when just getting started for terms on with a manufacturer?
Man, the best terms that you could get is for one, putting 25% down. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Most manufacturers that never worked with you before, they're gonna ask for 50. But you could get in there and try to negotiate down to 25 and then pay that 75% whenever it's ready. So that could pretty much at least allow the merchandise to be done. So whenever you do come to pay for it, it's gonna get to you quick. And you was able to at least put down a small amount for a huge order. Other than like putting down 50 to 75%, and then like now you hold up a lot of cash, and now you don't have, like, for one, you probably don't even have that amount of money to start with. For two, like you put yourself in a situation where like you just hold up your cash flow. I would rather put down as little as possible so they could just get started, just in case I want to make any other moves with the cash that I do have right now and make the money that I need to make to finish off this order. Now, I really, I'm sharing that to like my beginner people, but like with us is like we don't have those issues. But I will rather order as much as possible, and I will rather order multiple orders at one time. So what I like to do is just go 25% across the board on multiple orders and try to get the most I can order. So like with the mesh shorts, like we're gonna do 1,000 shorts, but I don't wanna put down 50 to 75% because we could move with speed and go buy something else with the 25%, and we could be making money right now, and still flipping our money while we still waiting on that. So like I would be looking for a term where you put down 25%, keep working on the business, keep selling what you got. As soon as they done, pay that 75% and you good. If you somebody who want to be the pre-order person, I would recommend doing like a hybrid pre-order where it's like you put down the 25%, don't release the product until they say that it's ready. Once they say that it's ready, then you release it, and then you use that money to pay off the 75%. And then now you don't have to wait a whole 30 days. You could probably wait like 12 to 14 days to get the product. So it at least wouldn't be too long for your customer to receive.
Gotcha, man. Like, I just want y'all to make sure, man, if you ain't had your pencil and your paper for this one, you definitely need to rewatch this video. All right, rewatch it. Make sure you have your pencil and paper this time because there was a lot of gems that was given, and this is gonna be able to skip you're gonna be able to skip a lot of the mistakes that you would have made by applying the information that we just gave today. Like I'm telling y'all, we have made thousands and tens of thousands of dollars worth of samples, worth of product that we bought, sent into manufacturers. And the easiest way, another easiest way is just to go out and meet them also at Magic. But we want to have Magic. Maybe next time when Magic Trade Show come, we gonna do another in person. I think y'all will be interested in coming to Magic Trade Show with us, walking the trade show, going to source some of these vendors all together. So I'm gonna get with Nick and see what we could do about that. But make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, run us up. Like I told y'all, if you haven't checked out those vlogs, go inside the playlist, check out the vlogs. Definitely gonna be some great videos inside of that. Don't forget we giving 3 free days inside the AYV University. So if you want to unlock that, go ahead on and check the link inside of the description. Grab the manufacturing list. Load up. We got a lot of things coming, man. It's gonna be impactful. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm Marlon Wise Cone, and CEO of World Envision.
Hey, I'm Nicholas Clark Corner, designer of World Envision.
And we out, baby.
Let's go.